just the past few months. Dear friends, the company's accounts for the year ended 31st March 2020 have already been circulated to you. With your permission, I would like to take them as read. Reliance has had yet another year of record performance. Reliance became the first Indian company to exceed market capitalization of 150 billion. Reliance is also the first Indian company to cross 100,000 crores in consolidated EBITDA. The earnings from our O2C and upstream businesses declined due to the challenging market environment. Yet, the consolidated performance was up 10% over the last year due to strong growth in organized retail and our digital services business. Our consumer businesses continued to deliver hyper growth with an EBITDA growth of 49% this year. Consumer businesses today contribute to about 35% of our consolidated EBITDA. Just 5 years ago, nearly all of our EBITDA was from our energy, hydrocarbon and materials business. Since then, our consumer and technology businesses have rapidly achieved scale by their exponential growth. Dear shareholders, Reliance's seminal contribution to the Indian economy remains unmatched. Here are a few snapshots. At over 200,000 crores, we continue to be India's largest exporter, accounting for 9.1% of India's total merchandise exports across 109 countries. We are India's highest taxpayer of customs and excise duty in the private sector, with payments of over 21,660 crores. We are amongst the highest payers of GST and VAT at over 69,372 crores. We are also the highest payers of income tax in the private sector, paying 8,386 crores last year. Dear share owners, in last year's AGM speech, I had shared my goals of growing our business through partnership and achieving a net debt-free balance sheet. I am happy to report that we have fulfilled this promise well ahead of the timelines we had set for ourselves. In a short span of few months, we have raised a record amount of capital and forged several new strategic partnerships. We completed India's largest ever 53,124 crore rights issue. This was also the world's largest right issue by a non-financial institution in a decade. This was oversubscribed 1.59 times, setting another record in the Indian capital markets. A unique feature of RIL's right issue was that it was completed entirely on a digital platform during the lockdown period. None of the stakeholders, regulators, bankers, financial institutions, retail investors and others had to step out of their offices or homes for it. This showcased India's potential to be a pioneer and an innovator in this digital age. My dear shareholders, thank you from the bottom of my heart for making our rights issue a phenomenal success. Dear friends, let me take a few minutes to warmly welcome our new and esteemed partners in Geo platforms. First, Facebook, a global technology powerhouse and a leading social media and internet company as our premier strategic partner. After Facebook, we have investments from some of the most admired technology and financial investors globally. Silver Lake, Vista Equity Partners, General Atlantic, KKR, TPG, and El Caterton. All of them have a long history of successfully investing in the best of technology and growth enterprises in the world. Intel and Qualcomm, who have shaped the semiconductor industry, are at the heart of digital ecosystems. We will work with them to develop new products for India and Indians. I look forward to working with each of them in a collaborative way to build on Jio Platform's portfolio of technology and solutions. It gives me great pleasure to welcome three of the world's largest sovereign wealth funds, ADIA and Mubadala of the UAE and PIF of Saudi Arabia as our valued partners. We are grateful to all our partners. What they bring is more than money. They bring faith in the Indian economy's immense growth potential. They also bring a strong vote of confidence in our bold mission and our ability to execute it. We look forward to working with all of them and generating value for all our stakeholders. Dear friends, as we end our current cycle of capital raising, we are delighted to welcome another strategic partner into Jio, a company that needs no introduction because it is a household name in India and globally, a company that has pioneered the search engine and operating systems that are used across the world. Let me welcome Google to be our strategic partner in Jio Platforms. Today, we have signed a binding partnership and an investment agreement with Google, under which Google will invest 33,737 crores for a 7.7% stake in Jio Platforms. This transaction is subject to regulatory and other customary approvals. With this investment by Google, strategic and financial investors have committed a total of 152,056 crores in the last few months. We have also concluded our JV with BP in our existing fuel retailing business. BP has invested 7,629 crores for their 49% stake in the JV. Cumulatively, we have raised a total of 212,809 crores through our rights issue, the combined investment in Jio Platform, and investment by BP. This is unprecedented in the history of capital markets in India. Indeed, there would be very few parallels globally. This capital raise is significantly in excess of our net debt of 161,035 crores at the end of the financial year 1920. Reliance is now truly a zero net debt company, well ahead of my goal of March 2021. We now have an extremely strong balance sheet that will support all our hyper growth plans for our three businesses, Jio, Retail, and O2C. Our target for capital raise is now complete, and we now look forward to only adding strategic partners who share our vision in each of our current and future businesses. Dear friends, let me start with